Hi, I'm Luke Bong. I'm the founder of Influence Mastery. Last week, I posted a video sharing about how you can use a technique in boxing that when you use it, when you talk to people, it is going to greatly enhance your ability to persuade and influence people. Well, right after the video, I received some questions and feedbacks from the viewers. And firstly, I want to thank you very much for writing to me. And the questions that were asked is, how do they actually apply it in day-to-day life? Well, I'm making this video especially to share with you two ideas how you can actually apply this technique called the core in your day-to-day interaction with people. Now, in the last video, I explained to you what the core is. Well, the core is actually your personal beliefs or your values that you can actually use it to talk to people. Well, let me give you an example. Have you ever been approached by a salesperson, right? And you feel that this salesperson is not genuinely interested in you because this salesperson is just like really pushing his product or services to you? Now, you might have been sending signals to him that, hey, I'm not interested, or hey, this is not the right one for me. But somehow or another, this salesperson is probably hard-headed or thick-skinned or whatever, and this salesperson just refused to take no for an answer. So instead of answering your concern and your question, the salesperson seems to be more interested in just selling to you. Well, in that situation, how do you feel? Well, you most likely be feeling you may even resent the salesperson, or you might even feel like, hey, you are being forced against your will. Well, that is exactly what happens when you actually don't use your core to communicate to people. Now, compare this with another example. Have you ever been approached by a salesperson who is absolutely phenomenal, fantastic, because this salesperson is not even interested in selling you some things, or so you think. Why? Because this salesperson is interested in asking you questions, finding out about you, and then making you feel so comfortable that you are not being sold to, that actually you are speaking to somebody who understands you. Now, why is that possible? Well, chances are this salesperson is more interested in learning about you first. And that's the key of how to use your core. Because people can actually smell you when you have an ulterior motive to sell something to somebody. And when that happens, people's bullshit detector will be activated, right? And then what happens is, whatever you're going to say or whatever you're going to persuade them with immediately becomes less powerful, less impactful. There is an old saying that goes like this: people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Well, that's absolutely true, because today people actually are more interested in themselves than they are interested in you. I mean, I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this, but that's the way it is. So unless they can feel that you are genuinely interested in them, then what happens here is whatever you have to tell them, no matter how good it is, they will probably just be closing one ear on you. So how do you actually convince the other person that you are genuinely interested in them? I have one suggestion for you. And that is temporarily forget your intention to sell. That's right. Because when you actually goes to meet this person and you are very interested in selling, guess what? Everything that you are doing seems to be pointing towards, buy this from me, buy this from me. And when the person can sense that, then the person will be saying this to you: I'm not going to buy from you, I'm not going to buy from you. Well, when you temporarily forget your intention to sell, what happens here is you have to focus on the other person. So when you focus on the other person, that person will be able to sense and to feel that you are genuinely interested in that person. And that is absolutely important. So when you apply these two techniques, then you will be able to activate the core. And when people can feel your core, then you'll definitely be able to persuade them and influence them more effectively. Well, that's all the time that I have for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope it has served you well. And I would like to ask you to leave your message below this video, and I'm going to personally read them and get back to you to answer your questions. So, thank you so much once again for watching, and till we meet each other again in the next video, be the influencer.